Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sigvalgrim here, and today we are going to do a pretty requested video. I'm going to first of all put every single character in the game in a class, and then I'm going to put every single character in the game into a build archetype. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go more in depth explaining what those things are, but before we get into that, a large percentage of you are not subscribed to the channel, so if you enjoy the content, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. It's free and you can always change your mind. So yeah, getting back to the video. First of all, we're going to talk about the classes that we have in the game. A character's class is not usually the build that they have, because the support build class does not have a build, for example, for support characters. The support characters have builds as tanks or as combo builders, or sometimes as damage dealers maybe. But in this video, we'll first of all focus on establishing each character's class for the purpose of teaming them up yourself, and then we will try to establish each character's build pattern, so you can kind of get the hang of where you should head with the character's build towards. So yeah, let's begin. And we have over here some classes. Tank is a pretty self-explanatory class. Support is a pretty self-explanatory class. Damage dealer characters, pretty self-explanatory. Supports are going to be characters that you put in your team just for the passives. Damage dealers deal damage. Tanks take damage. Mixed classes are going to be classes that are going to do more of one thing. They are going to be at the same time supports and tanks, or they are going to be at the same time combo builders and supports. And then we have the combo builder specific class, and then the shit class, characters that simply don't have anything going for them and they cannot be put in any class. So starting up with Atlantean Armor Aquaman. He's a mixed class because he can be built as a damage dealer, but at the same time there is not worth it going for him as a damage dealer fully, because he's only used in Arena NCA, so you're going to mix his build with a little bit of a tank build and a little bit of a damage dealer build. But yeah, not talking about the builds right now, but he's a mixed class anyway. He's a little bit of everything. He's supporting your team with the healing, he's going to deal damage, and at the same time he's going to take damage. Ace Greenar is going to be a support character because he's used as a support character in Phase 4. Arkham Knight Batman is yet again a mixed class. He can act like a tank, like a little bit of a damage dealer, and a support character. Armored Superman is a tank. Atrocitus is a support character because of his passive. This lady over here, I guess. Nah, let's put her into the tank class because she has a shield, I guess, or damage dealer class. Anyway, this does not matter. Let's get over it. Black Adam damage dealer class. Bane support character class. Blue Beetle. Let's call him a mixed class because, not to be mean to him, mixed class because he's something like Atlantean Armor Aquaman, only 10 times worse. Not good in raids, so you're going to use him only in Arena NCA, and he will serve more purposes. Black Manta, damage dealer. Robin is going to be yet again a mixed class because let's put him at damage dealer, but he's specifically a support for the Batman Ninja characters, so you could argue for him being in a mixed class. Shit class. Another shit class. Now Batman Ninja Catwoman is going to be a damage dealer. And yeah, you might argue like, why didn't you put Blade Master Robin into the combo builder class? Why? Because he begins a combo at 7 hits, and that's pretty much it. And if the combo is already began, he does not add 7 hits on top. No, that's not enough to even regard him as a combo builder. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you that. But yeah, this guy is a mixed, because he's not going to be a damage dealer in raids, and you'll build him as a mixed character to be for arena and raids. Batman Ninja Gorilla Grodd, the mixed class, can be a damage dealer, can be a combo builder, can be a tank. This is going to be in the shit class, but not because she's a shit character, but because she does actually support character, but she'll support your Batman Ninja team just by being in your roster. Next up, Batman Ninja Lord Joker, damage dealer class. Brainiac, support class. Support class for the same reason as Heartbreaker Harley Quinn. He'll support your Batmans just by being in your roster. This guy gets support class because having him in your team will reduce the amount of critical attack damage you receive or something like that. Cheetah, shit class. Next up, Classic Batman will be in the support class because you'll use him as a way to reduce the armor of the bosses. Dark Supergirl, damage dealer class. She's not the best damage dealer, by far not the best damage dealer in the game. Maybe one of the worst damage dealers in the game. But she's built as damage dealer even if you use her just in arena. She's damage dealer basically even if you use her in arena NCA. Darkseid is going to be a mixed class. He can be a tank, he can be a damage dealer, he can be everything pretty much. Next up, Emerald Green Lantern, support class. Bane, shit class. I'm going to put her in the support class. We'll get more into her when it comes to the builds. Firestorm, I guess, support class because of the fact that he provides some dot resistance to your team. But he does not do much. Damage dealer class. This guy is going to go into the tank class. Damage dealer class. Tank class. Support class. This guy in the, I guess, damage dealer class. Hit class? Or support class because he kind of supports the Justice League team. This guy is going to go into the damage dealer class. Damage dealer class. It's going to be a mixed class because he can act like as damage dealer and at the same time as support character, depending on your needs, your builds, and whatnot. He can also be a combo builder if you want him to, though nobody does it. This guy, I'm going to put him in the combo builder class because he's primarily used as a combo builder in phase 3. Tank class. Damage dealer class. Damage dealer class hit again. Hit class. Damage dealer class. I mean, he does not do much as a support character, so most likely you're going to use him as a damage dealer. Yet again, damage dealer class. Support class. I guess support class as well. Support class. She is kind of a tank, but at the same time her tankiness applies to the entire team, so I'm going to put her in the support class. This guy is a mixed class. Support and combo builder at the same time and a little bit tanky. Hit class. Actually, she's kind of a support character, and recently she's been supporting Silver Banshee here and there if you got the Mega Rod in phase 3, so let's give her a break. Damage dealer class. Mixed class. There are a lot of ways to build this guy, we'll get into it. Next up, Predator Batman, damage dealer class. Support class. Hit class. Hit class. You could argue for him to be in the tank here because he kind of revives after that, but nah, that's by far not enough to make him anything worthwhile. Damage dealer class. Support class, because the only reason you use him is to extend the fight in terms of fighting Captain Cold in raids. Support class, because the only reason you'd use this guy is to increase your stun resistance for your team when you're fighting boss last of the Joker in raids. Hit class. Damage dealer class. Damage dealer class. Hit class. Tank. Yeah, tank. Dr. Fate support class. I guess support, he kind of provides some critical attack chance to your team. Support class actually makes, nah, you don't really want to use him as a combo builder. He does not have 3 fist stack hits. Hit class, just because I don't know where to put this guy. I'm sorry. Like, he does a lot, like, Ace Green Arrow does a lot of things, but he's not good enough at anything, unfortunately. But he does a lot of things indeed. Next up, support class. Next up, support class at the same time, I guess she increases attack and damage on the swipe right. Tank class. And a mixed class, because he's also a support character and a tank, just by default, without building him. Combo builder class. Hit class. Hit class. I don't even know what this guy does. Let's put him in the damage dealer class and let's just drop the full Suicide Squad in there, because as far as I know you build them damage oriented because they will by default be tanky enough. Or let's put them all actually into the mix class, since they are used only in arena and CA, so you don't really need to go full damage. Tank class, Hit class, Tank class, Port class, Hit class. I don't know, damage dealer class, I guess? You don't really build him as a damage dealer, but dealing some damage would be the only reason why you would add him in a team. Shit class. Like, the same with this Green Arrow, I don't know where to put them, I'm sorry. Tank class, I guess, she's got the shield or something like that. Tank class. Combo builder class. Shit class. Shit class. Damage dealer class only because she's got armor pierce on the special one. So yeah, when you look at your characters, when you're a beginner and you look at your rosters, this is what you should see. If nobody is built, nobody has gears or something like that, you didn't invest into anybody, those are going to be the base roles of everybody. Now let's get into how you should actually build them yourself. So, first of all, Atlanta Armor Aquaman is going to be a mixed build, because you'll build him at the same time as both a little bit of a damage dealer and both a little bit of a tank. Ace Green Arrow is going to be built either as a combo builder or as a damage dealer. So it's up to you to decide on this one, because you can build him as a combo builder for phase 4 to be sure he survives phase 4, but there are some specific people that build him as a damage dealer for phase 4 and they use him and Manta, with both of them with the old blades, as double damage dealers. I'm going to leave him as a combo builder because that's the safest option. Arcanite Batman, he actually is built as a damage dealer because by default his passives are enough to make him tanky enough, so he does not need any tank stats from his build. Armor Superman tank. Atrocitus is usually built as a damage as a tank. You can also add some fast attack and turn him into a combo builder, but you don't really need to since he's not a required combo builder in any team. So yeah, tank is the safer way to go. I don't know. Don't build her, I guess. Damage dealer easily. Don't build him, but not because you don't necessarily need him. Like, Bane is a pretty dang good support character in a lot of cases. But you don't need to have him built in order for him to perform his supporting role. Let me drink some water. Blue Beetle, don't build. Easily damage dealer. This guy's built as a damage dealer if you build him, but at the same time you don't need to build him because he can only be a support character. Don't build. Don't build. Build as a damage dealer. This guy can be built both as a tank and as a damage dealer, but building him as a tank is a little bit of a waste, and if you build him as a damage dealer, he will still be tanky enough and able to survive. So yeah, build him as damage dealer. Don't build. Damage dealer. Kind of don't build, like you can build him as a tank. I'm going to leave him as a tank, but you don't need to build him. The only thing you need to have on him is lethal attack chance, so he can give it back to the legendary characters that he's paired up with. Don't. This guy, you don't need to build him because he will be a support character for the most part, and he does not really... Let's actually make another category. Okay, I hope this is pretty clear for everybody. So don't build characters are one thing and don't need to build characters are another thing. Okay. This is built as a damage dealer. Darkseid is a mixed build, as I said previously. He's going to be at the same time a tank, but you can squeeze in some attack stats in there. This guy, you don't need to build him because he's usually used as support character. Don't build this guy. As this is also a mixed build because she's going to need to be tanky enough to not die and at the same time have enough damage to heal your team. Don't build. As a damage dealer yet again. This guy is going to be built as a tank. Damage dealer. Tank. You don't need to build this guy yet again. He's going to be good just by being a support character. Well, let's switch it like this. It's just going to be good to be a support character for the team. He doesn't have to be built as a damage dealer, but at the same time you don't have to build this guy. You don't need to build, or don't build at all. I don't know. This guy is going to be a damage dealer yet again. This guy goes as a damage dealer most of the times. You could also build him as a tank, but that's a waste in my opinion. This guy is built as a damage dealer usually. This guy is built as a combo builder, which means both tanky and both fast attack. This is going to be pure tank. Got crap attacks actually. Damage dealer. Also built as a damage dealer. Don't. Damage dealer. Kind of a mixed build since he's not seen in raids and you only use him for the most part in Arena NCA. Damage dealer. Tank, or you don't even need to build him, but let's leave him at tank. Mixed build yet again, only for Arena NCA. Tank. This is going to be built as a combo builder, though you'll squeeze some additional attack into those roles, not a pure combo builder. He's closest to being a combo builder usually. Don't. Damage dealer. Yet again a mixed build since he's not seen in raids and soul raids, so you can pretty much do whatever you want with him. You can make him a combo builder, you can make him deal some damage, it's up to you. There's no set in stone Nightwing build as far as I'm concerned. Damage dealer. For the most part, he can also have some defensive sets to support Silver Banshee. This is going to be built as a combo builder usually. He can also be a damage dealer, but she's not going to provide you with that much, so don't bother. Don't build. Don't build. Damage dealer. Don't need to build. You don't need to build him. Like, you need to make him a little bit of a tank usually, so he does not die by the Captain Cold super move, because he's supposed to tank that. But at the end of the day, you don't need to do that. If you are able to squeeze in his super move before Captain Cold's super move, you are all good with him dying. Don't need to build. Don't build. Build as a damage dealer. Build as a damage dealer. Don't build. Build as a tank. Build as a combo builder. This one don't need to build. Don't need to build it again. He's going to be a support character just by being there. Don't build. Tank, I guess. Tank, I guess. I mean, you could go with either build with this guy. He's you actually put him into don't need to build, because you don't need to. He's going to be a great support character without being built. Don't build. This guy is going to be a tank or a combo builder. Let's put him into a mixed build. Nah, actually let's put him into a combo builder, because he's most of the times encountered with the build like that. Combo builder. Don't. Let's put them all in the mixed build. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know with those three. But I suppose it's a mixed build since they are not using raids and soul raids and they don't need to deal the most amount of damage they can. But I don't know, don't quote me on that one. Tank. Don't build. Tank. Don't need to build. Don't build. This guy you don't really need to build. I don't know. If you want to, you could build him into a damage dealer for in NCA. You could do a mixed build on him. You could make him a full tank and just rely on the special tree. So yeah, let's put him in this one for the time being. Don't. Let's drag this down here. This guy tank if you wanted to. He's decent in Arena NCA. Combo builder. Okay, and this guy again towards the damage dealer build. Keep in mind, this is not something of a list that's about what characters you should build and what characters are worth building. I tried my best to kind of focus on characters that could have an identifiable build pattern. All the characters that are into the don't build category are not there only because they are not worth building. They are there because they don't really fit into any build, and any build you do on them would be kind of worthless. There are characters that are into certain categories, some of them are world building, some of them are not, some of them are a priority, some of them are not, but yet again it's not a video about that, just about classifying things. So yeah, I hope you found this helpful, I hope I did a good enough job. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, it's free, you can always change your mind, and you might see some more content like this in the future. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.